Hello everyone, this is my SQL insert, select, update, and delete query video. And just real quick, I'm going to show you I'm using XAMPP to be able to run my SQL in Apache. I am also using a root connection to that database, to my database. And the database we're going to focus on right now is the PHP motors. Here we can see the tables that we have, and we can select from those tables. So we can say select all, and we'll just say from inventory. If I save that and I run that, we can see everything in that inventory table. Just to show how we can manipulate that a little bit, we can also say we want to see everything from inventory where our ID divided by 2 is gives us no remainder. So we're only going to see the even IDs in that table. So if I save that and I run it, oh, my bad, it's inventory ID. If I save that and I run it, we can see that only the even ID numbers were displayed. So now let's go ahead and create a table of our own. So we can use this create table, just name it tools, and we can give it the attributes. We can give attributes to the column names. So this first column is going to be my ID of type integer, not null, so it is not going to allow the user to enter an empty string or a number, and then it will auto increment if nothing is added into it. The next column is going to be the name type character with 30 available to it, and then also not null, so not empty. We're specifying that our primary key here is going to be this ID that we created here. So if I go ahead and run that, we can see that it works just fine. Even though nothing is displayed, that's because I haven't selected to see anything. So if we reuse that select all query, we can say select all from this new tools table that I created. If I save and run, you can see that it's an empty table for tools. So now let's populate it, and I'm going to show 2 different ways that we can do that. This is the first method, and as you can see, it can get a little wordy. So we are inserting into the tools table the values of null and wrench and null and screwdriver. Now this null is added here because our ID auto increments, but we still need to say what we want that ID value to be. So if I save this and I run it, nothing's going to happen because I haven't selected to display that. So we can say select from tools once more, and we can see that the wrench and the screwdriver were added. So now if we go to the second method of inserting things into our table, we can see that it's a lot less words in here, and that is because we're inserting into the table tools at the values of name. So in the name column, we're going to insert the values hammer and the value blowtorch. So we go ahead and save that and run it. Oh, they have to be ran separately. So those 2 items should have been added, and then if we use that select from table, we can see that they were added correctly. Now we can update, so we can update the information that we have in that table by using this update query and say update our tools table. We're going to set the name socket wrench to where the name is currently wrench. So we go ahead and save that and run it. Nothing happens, so that's good since we don't want an error. and then we can use this select everything from tools query again to see that wrench was modified, was updated. So now we can go ahead and delete. We can use our delete query so that we're deleting that socket wrench item because we actually don't want it in there. So we went ahead and we ran that, and as you can see, we were able to delete, or let's use our select query again. We can see that ID1, our socket wrench, is gone. And now we are going to just go back to it. Oh. Just gonna copy back and explain it. So this is our delete query. So we say delete from our tools table where name is equal to this socket wrench value. So now, now that covers most of the things that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to mention one more thing. Let's say this tools thing we created in the wrong database. We don't actually want it here. And it can happen if we don't pay too much attention to what we're doing. It can happen. We can use this drop table query where we are deleting this tools table from our database. Now this isn't something that we should use just for everything, but if we run it and then we use that select from everything query again, we will see that the table is not there. And that is everything that I wanted to show you right now. Thank you.